Let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go. Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Why is she even gonna bother to take my weapon? Alright, she doesn't want me to kill him.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of... You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family? But whatever it was, I hope I was there. Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest... I'll show you, gutless, you sniveling ba- Get away from me.
Threat detected.
Let's dance.
Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute? Let off some steam. Nice job.
Threat neutralized.
Doesn't like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
What the hell? Cass, I need you to move away from the door. Ah, something went goofy. I hate it when things go goofy. Hold up.
This'll make me talk. A beating. This is the best you can do.
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check you for weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his.
You hit like a bed. It'll take more than that to get.
Threat detected.
The fight.
Threat.
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunk. There is one other thing that may interest you. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio. The spy has been here a long time. Since before the entire conflict. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, but like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you.
Neutralized.
Get away from me.
Well, here's the problem with his information. I already killed one of the guys he's talking about, and the second one I'll be dealing with shortly. My quest didn't update, did it? That's why we save. Hold on.
To watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get... This'll do the NCR. Here's the standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me, personal. You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
That's dealt with. Now we just gotta find the bastard who likes to give out messages. He's an officer.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
And knowing that he's an officer really doesn't mean much. Still, there's only so many of them around here. There's a few of them, but there's still only so many. We got 175. You know, that's really not bad considering all we did was beat up a guy. Here's the concourse, which has a regular trooper, and who the hell is Merrick? Oh! Merrick is one of those boys that...
Hello.
Yeah. Remember those guys we found out in the middle of nowhere? Underground? With some death claws
Listen,
and ants?
asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, and I want my 50 caps back. Because I looked it up, and there ain't no disease called colorectal imp... So I paid you to look the other way. Wait. You're not... No. That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly... I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Oh yeah, you can order up... Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little... You can only do so much as a chef with... Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the... Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashers, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food, already having an overstock. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps and... Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged. I don't know. Try the various traders. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular... Hell, and we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building.
Goofy machine. I don't see a goofy machine. You can make coffee? That is weird. That thing. Done that.
Hey. Amazing. I'll give you a little extra disc.
These guys need a maid, that's what they need. Odd, usually there's a doctor in these little sections. Well, maybe they don't have a doctor, you never know.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Ah, dude, one of my guys got lost. That's a problem with having too many people following you. It seems to screw up their pathing. And then they disappear.
Hello.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it happens every once in a while anyway, but it seems to happen more often the more of them you have with you. Well, that's about all there is up here, isn't it? I still need to find the comm station. Which should... I don't know where the door to it is. Should be somewhere over here.
Go on through, soldier.
There's a train up here. You can take a monorail to the strip? Cool. We'll have to do that sometime. And it's not quite time for me to stop. Come on, hurry up.
You're back.
Talking to the wrong person. Well, there's Boyd's office. I was wondering about that too.
Look who it is. I haven't had the privilege, but I'm told you've been an angel on our shoulder.
What do you mean you haven't had the privilege? We've talked to you already, man. Well, shit. Let's have a look-see here, huh? Who are you? You're just a trooper.
Let me guess. You got work for me. Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some... Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy